And with that, officially, welcome to the stream. I'm TheGreenViper8, and well, this is about to be SEGA Ages, the newly released, or two newly released titles in the series of what will be remakes / emulations, or something like that, of the original, some original Mega Drive, arcade, Master System, Saturn, Dreamcast titles. It's a series of re-releases that's been done for many years, and they brought it back on the Switch. Two titles got released today, or yesterday, in my time zone if you had a Japanese account. Sonic the Hedgehog and Thunder Force 4, or as it was released as in America today, Lightning Force. We'll never let that one go, will we? No. But it's still Thunder Force here in the UK, so we get to have that one in our advantage. I bought Sonic 1 on my Japanese account, and I bought Thunder Force with some remaining eShop credit on my English account, and I'm not going to be touching Thunder Force until next week, just because Sonic 1's a pretty short game anyway, but I want to mess about with all the bonus modes that come with this version, which hopefully that'll make it a decently long stream anyway. I'm going to be trying to go through all the Chaos Emeralds as well, which will eat up a decent amount of time, but hey, this game has save states now, so that's a thing that I can do. So, not going to feel too guilty about that at all. But anyway, with that in mind, let's come on over here to this. So, yeah, we're here on our Switch, and my Switch is finally working with my capture card, because it wasn't for a while, and now it is. And as you can see over here, I caved in and bought the Switch Online stuff. So, I got the Famicom and Nintendo stuff, but that's not what we're interested in, because they're shoddy, lazy emulation collections. I can think of the word for a second there, but these Sonic and Thunder Force, they are completely, almost definitely remade from the ground up. Not shit. Is what I'm trying to say. And hey, what's up, King? How are you doing today? When Ages finally releases, oh, it's good. I was playing it yesterday, and oh, excellent stuff. I had live tweeted about it while I was playing some of Sonic 1. I haven't actually got too far in Sonic 1. I was just playing all the other modes. So any save data you see left over, that is why. But anyway, let's come on over into Sonic the Hedgehog, because I love Thunder Force, and I know there's people who most definitely prefer Thunder Force, but I think, yeah, my different pose profiles. Well, we got Viper, we got Viper JP, we got Viper AU, and we got Viper NZ, because I need all those different accounts to buy video games. Yes, that is totally why I need those accounts. Anyway, let's come on over here to Sonic the Hedgehog. This version of Sonic 1 is easily the best version, even more than the Taxman version, which everyone loves to love and criticise this version. After getting a SNES wireless, there's actually a mod kit that lets you use your Mega Drive controller on the Switch, which I should totally do when I get some money lying around. And love that intro right there. But when I actually have some money lying around for that, I'm going to buy a 6-button controller and that mod kit, because that'll be awesome to use that on these ports especially. Currently I'm using my Pokken Tournament DX controller, and I go on about this controller a lot because it is really nice. It's made for the 2D fighting game Pokken, as I just mentioned, but it has a D-pad instead of a control stick, so it's a D-pad only controller. It has incredibly clicky buttons and a nice D-pad as well, much nicer than the D-pad on the Pro controller, which is why I tend to use this a lot for 2D stuff. And yeah, King, get one of these controllers. They're going quite steadily down in price, because the Wii, they're exclusively for the Wii U for a bit, and then they ported Pokken to the Switch, which, well, that drove up the prices a bit, and they made ones exclusively for the Switch. But they've gone back down again a bit now, because there's no demand, because Pokken's died off again. It doesn't really get played too often. Anyway, we're over here in the menu, and as you can tell, it's an awesome remix of the Japanese BIOS for the Mega CD. A track which I really do enjoy anyway as it is, and this remix is brilliant. I just wish the loop was maybe a slight bit longer than it is, and maybe it was a bit louder as well, but hey, can't win all of them. So we've got original mode here. This is classic Sonic 1. You can choose whether you want the stage select on. You've got ring keep mode, which you keep your rings. Or I think you have to keep your ring. I don't actually know. I haven't experimented with that mode at all. So we have load. That's where you load your save states. because this has save states. Challenge mode, you can either do a challenge on Green Hill Act 1 or you can do the Mega Play version of the game, and you've got to deal with the cards you're given. You can't die once, you just got to get the highest bonus possible. That seems like quite a lot of fun, if I'm honest. We've got my ranking attack. I have definitely gone down quite a bit in this, I imagine. Where am I nowadays? I'm 14th. Okay, I was 3rd for a while, but then it came out in the US and everyone completely obliterated my time. 23 seconds is pretty respectable. We've got replays here, so if you made a replay in the challenge modes, then you can watch them right here. Got the manual, which I don't think works still. I think that's still broken. Yep, that's the test page for the manual. I discovered this yesterday and I was really confused as to why it didn't work. That's probably why. Well, no, that's not why. That doesn't explain why why it doesn't work at all. Apparently Thunder Force does the same thing, although I didn't test it with Thunder Force. I booted up the game, I played it for about 5 minutes, and then I came up and prepared for this stream, so I put back down Thunder Force. And then we got the staff credits, which is the credits specifically for the re-release and not the original Sonic 1 credits. Let's go on into the options. There's quite a healthy options list right here. We got game version, so I can either set that to Japan, the superior version of Sonic 1, international, or the Mega Play version, which is thrown in the challenge mode. You can just play that normally. You have the option of spin dash and drop dash, or nothing at all. You don't get one or the other. I'm going to keep that on, even though it's not authentic, but I'm not trying to be authentic. I'm trying to use all the new features given to me. We've got control options right here. Not too much to say about that. There's control options. And we have all our display settings, so you can make it, you can do normal. That looks pretty nice. You can do fit. Once again, looks pretty nice. Or you can do full. And I was seeing people like wondering, oh, does it have a full screen mode? Why would you ever want a full screen mode in a 4-3 game? Ugh, disgusting. Can't stand using or stretching out games like that. So we got to put it on. Oh, I didn't know these were here actually. We've got dot by dot and vintage and back to normal. I didn't know they were there. Interesting. CRT the best. I do like a good scan line, but the scan lines are way too obvious on these ports. Like scan lines on the Retron 5 looked excellent, but scan lines here, nah. So we got all these different wallpapers here. Right here we got Type A, which for all games is the exclusive wallpaper to that game. So we got the Sonic one here. We'll have the Thunder Force one if we were on Thunder Force. Or we can go to these more generic backgrounds. I believe these are reused from the Sega Mega Drive Ultimate Collection, the one on 360 and PS3, that was rebranded as Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection. I believe they're from that, although I could be wrong. So all the Bs, and then we've got Cs, and I have no clue where Cs are from. Or you can select none. None is a pretty nice option, I will admit, but I'm going to keep it on Type A. Ring chain display does what it says in the tin, shows you your ring display. Right there. We're not going to have that on because it gets a bit irritating when you're on fit mode. So we go, that's it for the options. And I'm going to lean my mic back. That probably made a ton of noise, but I don't care. So we're going to come on to original mode, and we're going to turn stage select off. I'm going to refresh my capture card because I can hear the audio slightly behind on my end. Original mode, here we go. So, it's just Sonic 1, except for the new tweaks, basically. Don't be expecting any new levels or stuff like that. But here we are in Green Hill Zone Act 1, and one thing you're going to notice in this port is the drop dash from Sonic Mania is back in full force here. So the story goes as to how this works is Iizuka actually sent the guys at M2 the source code, and that's how they implemented the drop dash, because they tried multiple times to do it by hand and just couldn't get any good results out of it. So they went the extra mile and got the source code, and the sound effect that actually plays for the drop dash doesn't play in the emulator, it plays outside the emulator, which is fairly interesting if you ask me. The only Green Hill zone that should exist. Yeah. Fun fact, Green Hill was at one point going to be in Sonic 2 as well, so be thankful that didn't happen. So we are going into the first special stage, and I'm going to be save stating for all of them except for this one, because I know what I'm doing here. This one is easy, it's free. I'm hearing audio glitches on my end, although I get the feeling that's just my capture card, because didn't hear them before. So actually, maybe what I'm going to do is I'm going to mess with OBS. Because OBS is the one feeding me the audio, so it might be doing something wrong here. There we go, first emerald, get. Yes! Give me just a sec while I fix this. I get the feeling it's OBS screwing me around, the audio sounds a bit more glitchy than usual. Green bill zone. Hell yeah. I've got a message, what's that for? Ah, cool. Okay, back to the grind. So, I can only get 50 rings in certain acts. I can get it in Act 1 and 2 of most stages, except for Scrap Rain and maybe another one. I can't get it in Act 2. Okay. Not sure why that didn't work, but it didn't. 6 tapping still works as well as ever. Physics are quite interesting, actually. I'd say with the drop dash, one thing to be mindful of is that, well, it actually decreases your speed sometimes if you use it in the wrong place. It incentivizes you to figure out the use for the drop dash. Playing this one, we should be playing hover. I haven't even touched hover, if I'm honest, because I've been busy these past few days with this and other stuff. Yeah, sometimes the drop dash can actually slow you down, so just be careful with that. Don't get too cocky and too drop dash ho. You know, play it safe, just like I'm gonna do right there. And nice glitching on the the giant ring. I don't actually know what the name for that is. Okay, so in a second I'm gonna try and save state. I don't want to do it too early. Save. So okay, so it does actually have a save state feature. I didn't know whether it was just save data rather than save state. That's nice. I don't know what to do in any of the special stages after special stage 1, so you're going to be watching me fumble around a few times while I try and get my bearings a bit. Yes, I like that. Let's try not to die. That'd be nice. Yes, this is good. Come on, keep this up. And we didn't even need a save state for that one, did we? Cool. It only gets worse from here. Okay, Green Hill Zone Act 3, nothing to worry about here except for killing Robotnik, so let's do that. I don't know, it's Sonic 1, there's not like an awful lot I can commentate on. So I guess I'm going to ask you the question down in chat of what's your thought on Sega Ages, and I'm going to ask you the bonus question of what have you been playing this week as well. Just to spice it up a bit and give me some stuff to do. Okay. I didn't mean to do that, but it got me the benefits. The benefits? No, it got me some benefits, is what I'm trying to say there. I haven't played Sonic 1 in ages. The last time I actually played it was the marathon I did on my own channel. The Sonic one-man, I was going to say Melee, the one-man relay I did back in August of 2017, and a lot of people are going to be like, oh yeah, well that's not really a long time to wait between playing games. But with like a lot of Sonic games, I tend to play them, you know, once a year, or with my favourite ones once a few months. So it's weird for me to not touch something for that long, I guess. But I was holding out for this port, so I didn't want to touch the game again, even though I could have just played it on the original Mega Drive hardware. Speaking of which, that reminds me, there's no 50Hz mode, so if you're a European and you really badly want to emulate the original experience, well, sorry, you're not going to get that here. Can't wait for Sonic 2 Ages, same. I love Sonic 1, but Sonic 2 is a lot better. I'm also looking forward to, I believe Outrun and Space Harrier are coming out. I'm fairly certain that's it. And Alex Kidd as well, I'm looking forward to. Gain Ground, not as much. I like Gain Ground's music, but it doesn't appeal to me as a game, really, if I'm honest. Same with a few of the other titles. Like Thunder Force 4 looks cool, but I'm not too sure about Thunder Force AC myself. There was a poll a little while back for what damn it. What SEGA Ages titles you would like. They did on the Japanese Twitter. If you want to know what I voted for, I ended up voting for 2 games which, they're good games, but I don't think a lot of other people probably voted for, so it was just me. I voted for I Love Mickey Mouse, also known as Castle of Illusion here in the West. I love the original Mega Drive version of Castle of Illusion. The 2012 remake's or the 2011-2012 remake's pretty good, but not as great as the Mega Drive one, which is why I want that on SEGA Ages, if they could negotiate the license. But I don't think that'd be too much of an issue, considering they already have the license to the 2012 remake. Can't remember the last time I beat Sonic 1, may need to go and get this. I'd say do it, because everyone was expecting it to be like £8 over here, due to how 999 yen corresponds to in pounds, but no, it's actually £6, which a lot of people are like, no, you shouldn't have to pay £6 for another copy of Sonic 1, but when you consider a lot of the other games that are going to be on the service as well as Sonic 1, because yeah, you may own a lot of copies of Sonic 1, get over it, but there's a lot of other games that are going to be on the service that, like, hey, £6 is a pretty big steal for them, especially when it's the definitive version, so it's actually cheaper here than it is in Japan, so go ahead and get them. I wish I'd, even though I enjoyed playing Sonic 1 a day early, I wish I'd held out and got the European version, because it only released a day later, but we weren't really sure when it was going to release, because there was radio silence about marketing for this game in the West, so I didn't know an awful lot about what was really happening, if it was still releasing today, and it ended up releasing today, which is how I obviously got Thunder Force. Oh look, it's the re-release of Sonic 1. Hey, what's up, Jamie? How are you doing today? It is indeed, and it's the best re-release yet. Yes, even more than the Christian Whitehead version. You heard that correctly. Not a clue where to go here, so we're just gonna fumble around for a bit until I find my way. Ah, that'll be it. I guess the difficulty of this one isn't meant to be the navigation, it's meant to be actually not dying, which that's not my specialty in video games, if you've ever spoken to me. Yeah, I liked where that spring was going. Sadly, it didn't do all that much for me. My jumps don't feel to be coming out as much as they should do. Like, weird. No! At least I got to continue. I don't know why I would need a continue, but hey, I got one. It's better than not having a continue, certainly. That was not what I wanted to do at all. Even better than Taxman and Stealth's version. Yeah, honestly, I think this one is. I know that's sacrilegious almost, because well, that is a really good port, I will admit, and it is missing a few features from that. But at the same time, there's a lot more attention to detail here than I think there was there. Taxman version was it still is excellent. I mean, it's such a good port of the game, and it has more features that I wish this one would have had. But I mean, the attention to detail, like in every little menu, every small little detail, is just, quite frankly, mind-blowing. And that's 3 of the 6 Chaos Emeralds, and they're not blinking on your screen, but they're blinking on mine. Thanks, 30 frames per second. I wish this had widescreen, because actually no, I don't, because I just realised that's not possible. So never mind, because they'd have to rebuild the game again. But yeah, meh. I guess never say never in terms of Taxman ports onto other consoles, but I mean Switch, yeah, don't sit there with bated breath. What they've added the spin dash, which is in every hack. They've added the drop dash, the Mega Play version of the game. They've added bonus modes. They've added leaderboards, because the ones on Sonic 1 iOS were just local leaderboards, I think. Like Game Center leaderboards. This has actual leaderboards. It has a replay mode when you do the challenge mode. Has inputs on those relays, or on those replays. Sorry. It's just got a lot of stuff in general. I feel that really benefits Sonic 1. It benefits it justifies the £6 price tag, I feel. But this is also a more expensive port than the Taxman version, so I feel you've got to justify that a bit more. And maybe extra characters would have justified it, but I mean they are on a bit of a schedule. What can you do? I want to try and get my rings back. Yeah, the Mega Play one had less, but it's still a nice little extra that they didn't have to put in, but they put it anyway. There's a competition mode on the Mega Play version as well. It's a score attack, but you can't die, pretty much. It's, yeah, I don't know, I think it's a cool little addition. It's obviously not the way you'd want to play the game, but it's a way you can play the game. But it's a fun little detour if you know Sonic 1 like the back of your hand, versus playing it again for the 60 millionth time. It's at least a slightly different way to experience it, should I say. Nice splite flick, yes. And the thing that you'll never unsee. Hey look, it's Mario. There's Mario right there. Someone showed me that once and now I can't unsee it, so I hope I did the same to you. Nope. Cool. Gonna die. Is Super in this game? I'm not too sure. I have a theory that Super's in this game, judging by the fact that there's a few empty icons in the option screen, but yeah, that's not solid proof of Super being in the game, so don't take my word for that one. I need to focus on collecting rings. Rings, beautiful rings. Nom 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 nom. Why am I referencing Rise of Lyric, a game that I only got 2 hours into before giving up because it was so boring? It was really boring. That's a game for another day, because I promised I would beat that at some point. It wasn't like a follower special or something, I just said I would beat it. So I should return to it, but I just don't really feel like it at all. Its biggest sin was, unlike 06, it was boring. 06 was glitchy and funny. But Rise of Lyric was boring and glitchy. Well, there's always Springyard. And I'm aware that I have a 4x3 layout, however I wanted to show off the border for this game. Whoa! Can't say I've seen that before. That's the absolute first time I've seen stutter. Huh. Is that like an emulator restriction, or is that something else? I'm not too sure. Why am I going this way as well? I just realised. I've never even been this way at all, so I have no clue where this takes me. Nowhere interesting that way. But what about this way? Oh, I never actually said the second game I voted for in the poll, did I? I voted for Knuckles Chaotix as my second game. In the case of the 2013 remake, it wasn't a case that they added in 16.9. It was a case that they recreated the game and that allowed them to use 16.9. That was what happened there. They haven't recreated the game here. It's still running somewhat in an emulator. There's certain parts of the game that don't run in an emulator, like the drop dash, but other parts still do. Nice. Okay, well, that was certainly an experience. I'm gonna focus on... It's fruitless, actually, now that I think about it, because it's the third act. There's literally no point in collecting rings, so let's not do that instead, then. I think that's my second death so far, which... Hey. Yeah, that block, I mean, come on. Absolutely blindsided. That was a John moment, if I've... Sure, okay. Yeah, it's still Sonic 1 at heart. You can definitely tell that. It's not a remake. It's just Sonic 1, as it always is. Nope. How do I despawn that again? Maybe like that? Nope. Does this just not despawn anymore? Because it used to? Or is that a Japanese version thing? Did they fix that here? Because, yeah, this is the Japanese version instead of the Genesis version. Ugh. This is actually my first time playing the Japanese version. I always play the American version instead, so I haven't noticed too many differences, although I know that the differences certainly exist. Oh, come on. Alright, let's not get sniped this time out of the air. That was just dirty last time. I've told this story before on my own channel, but the thing about this Pokken controller, for whatever reason, its biggest issue, at least of my model, is it smells really bad. It stinks of really strong, like plastic or dye or something like that. Really strong smell of it. I don't know how to get rid of it, and I don't know what caused it in the first place. Because it was like that as soon as I opened the box. I could get a run up by going to the right of those spike chains, yeah, but I didn't. So there's always that. There's only like one part of this game where I'll need a 1-up, and that's Labyrinth 3. Does it smell like garlic? I wish it did, but it doesn't. If it smelled of garlic, I'd complain much less, but it smells of like plastic and plastic dye. No clue why, because other people I've asked have said theirs doesn't smell like that at all, so is it just a defective model? Or is it something aside from that? I don't really know, honestly. By defective I mean, you know, it didn't come out the factory properly or something. That's honestly more than likely the case, but there was no way I could return it. Argos after all. One thing I need to remember to do is actually make some Frankface Z emotes for the RadioSEGA Twitch, because we could just make all of our Discord emotes into FFZ emotes, and they would work just the same. You just need to install the plugin on your browser, and they would work. And we wouldn't need to get a sub button, and you wouldn't need to spend £20 in order to use only 3 emotes. It's not like it matters too much that I lost the rings, because no chance to get a special stage, because it's Act 3. Yeah, it smells bad, can I get a refund? But like, you have no idea if one day I'm going to bring this controller somewhere and you're going to find out yourself how bad this is, because it's really strong. One thing you can tell is that this game was not designed for spin dash, which was evident with the Taxman port, and it's really not designed for the drop dash either. You can tell by the fact that the fastest time, what was new Mr. Moderator going to do with RS? The same that RS has done before, just now with a new Mr. Moderator. Spring Yard Zone. Yeah, Western Grill, exactly. If you actually end up coming Western this year, then I'll show it to you there. Unless I found a way to remove the smell by then. A nice joke that I always now find out thanks to a review I saw of Sonic 1. I can't get back to it anymore. Come on. Where is it? It's here. Okay, good. Cope. The sign just says cope. You just gotta cope with the absolute nonsense that it's trying to find the sign cope. I don't know why it says cope. That's just such a weird thing to write in lights. But this will be a bit easier to get the Chaos Emerald here, but it means I'm going to have to get one in Labyrinth as well, which no, I didn't want to do. I wanted to get them all before I left Spring Yard. Meh, what can you do? I'd like it. Actually, I know what I can do. I can get a shield. I would like a shield. I would like to not get sniped as well by those enemies. Like that! Never mind. I take back everything I said. A lot of things seem to be sniping me in this game. Can you don't? I think in total there's only something like 10 opportunities to get Chaos Emeralds in this game. And there's 6 emeralds and there's only 10 opportunities to get them, so thank you save states for saving me. You've saved me from the grim future, which is not getting the emeralds. But I need to get them because I actually do want to see whether Supersonic is a thing. Was that enemy faster than Sonic? Yes. I feel like at least someone or myself makes this comment every time. Ah, I'm trying to beat them. It's just not working. I wish I'd made a save state at the start of this level because I'm not going to get the rings. I think I'm fairly close to the end, so I might have screwed up another opportunity. Which means replaying Labyrinth like 10 million times just to get the required ring count. That could zip me to the end, but I don't need that. I need to actually not die. Or not die, I need to actually get the 50 rings. So we're going to go the scenic route. There's nothing wrong with Labyrinth. There is when you're trying to get emeralds in Labyrinth. That's when it becomes an issue. Because that's going to be like the last good opportunity to get emeralds. Didn't even get any rings out of it anyway. Right. To avoid a bad future, I'm going to save state this stage. Woohoo. I haven't had to use a save state so far. I've made them, but I haven't actually used them. 303 ring chain, interesting. I didn't think I'd got that high myself. $25 already. Now it's just the game of not losing them, which in Spring Yard is easier said than done. See? I told you. I knew something like that was coming up, but I couldn't stop myself. Literally why? I took my eyes off the screen for 2 seconds and get blindsided by a crab meat which was actually already there. I'm just complaining about it. Okay. Don't think taking the upper route is actually going to do me any favours at all. I think it's just actually going to harm my chance. How did that work? I've already been live for 40 minutes. It does not feel that long at all. But the second I actually get the emeralds, this game is going to speed up like 9,000 times. Yes, I want the shield. Give me the shield. Go. Okay. I mean, I knew this game was a bit buggy at times, but that... Oh, I knew you could even fall through that spring, but spin dashing through it wasn't something I was aware you could do. At all. Yeah, so you shouldn't be able to sprint dash through that spring, even though you shouldn't be able to get into the spring in the first place. Nice. That's going to be the end. No, good. I'm getting a bit panicky that was going to be the end of the stage. I got a chance to get some rings here. No. I saw it happening, but there was just nothing that could be done. Once you're already underneath and you're crouching, you just gotta face the fire. There's no point in singing because it will be incredibly out of time with the music probably, so don't do that. No! Why? I don't think there's an opportunity to get rings because we're right at the end of the stage, aren't we? Ugh. Thanks, game. Yeah, that's the end of the stage. Load state. We won't be doing this for too much longer, except for when I inevitably fail one of the special stages, because I'm doing that for all of them. Because hey, 10 opportunities. The second I can get that shield, or the quicker I can get that shield, the better. Giant enemy crab right there. It's not crab, that's a I actually didn't know the name of those bad nicks. Interesting. They look like hedgehogs. We're going with hedgehogs. We've already got to here very early on the timer. Perhaps I was just bad. It's nice coming down one of those corridors as well without getting hit by something. Okay, come on. Oh, that was a bit tense, gonna admit. Okay. The trick here is to not take damage, which is easier said than done if you saw last time. Might be able to find a way. Oh, he's only gone and done it. If I miss the giant ring and time over, I think I might have cried. Not going to lie. And an extra life for my efforts. And if I'd loaded, I think I might have cried as well. I've never even seen this one, let alone played it. At least the other ones I've sort of seen before. Well, what I'd be interested to know is if there's a cheat code to play the 7th special stage from the Taxman version. So no, this isn't the Taxman version, but maybe... And I don't think there's a way to activate 7 emeralds, so maybe you can get super with 6. But, yeah, maybe there might be a way to play the secret 7th stage from Taxman. No! Yes, that is totally what I intended to do. This will be actually my first time beating Sonic 1 with all Chaos Emeralds, so... same as how when I eventually stream Sonic 2, when that comes out, that'll be my first time getting that with all Chaos Emeralds. I've only ever done 3 in CD with all their emeralds. Don't read Jamie's comments, note to self. You asked me how I were earlier. In pain, that's the answer. You won't say what. Sorry to hear that, Jamie. Hopefully it all gets better. Aside from that. Speaking of which, been playing anything good recently? Been up to anything good recently? All that small talk right there. I think it's this way. Yeah, this way. And then the issue is actually navigating beyond this point. Because I did that last time. I was like, oh yeah, it's got to be the way to go. It wasn't. Oh, we got this. That's the phrase you use when you don't have it. I'm sure there is a way to fail this at this current moment, and I'm sure I will just inevitably stumble upon that way. Do it. No. Come on, please. This would be really awkward if I ended up failing it. Nice. Working is what we've been up to, hoping that I'll have enough for the Switch next Friday or the Friday after. Nice, Jamie. Congratulations. One on the job, but I've already said that before. And congratulations on actually saving up the money for the Switch. GG. Okay, no save state required because it's a boss act. Cool. I assume there's got to be some sort of bonus options unlocked when you get all the Chaos Emeralds / good ending. Surely they would include something because there's blank options in the options menu, which I assume will be unlocked once you complete a certain checkpoint in the game, which is probably that, because that makes the most sense, rather than get to Labyrinth Zone and you unlock this thing instead of get the good ending and unlock this thing. Ugh. I don't know why I'm playing patiently, because I really don't need to now. Playing patiently in Labyrinth. Oh yes, that'll be a lot of fun. Just won't be absolute torture to keep 50 rings in that stage. For 2 levels, not just 1. I do have Starlight actually. Starlight is an easy stage to get in there, to get emeralds in, but I'm not sure I want to leave it that late in the game, honestly. I'd just rather get them done. Yeah, the drop dash, well, it's pretty good because it puts you into a ball. It protects you somewhat. It doesn't really protect you more than a normal jump, but it protects you while you're on the ground at least. It's almost like, because it puts you into the rolling state relatively quickly if you need to land back on the ground. Nice. Ooh, nice bandit bounces there. I should probably refresh in a second because that looks like it's getting a wee bit out of sync. Dun, 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 dun. No, that is not how you do it. Don't learn from me these things. Banana, banana. Bum bum banana. The flipping I know what to do actually now. I just thought it through in my head, but that was a bit confusing for a second. Nope. Okay, phase through the platform. Cool. If we could get out of here sometime this year, that'd be great. I think I just got incredibly bad cycles both times I jumped on the platform. Can you don't? That'd be cool if you couldn't. It's really sad because "can you don't" has now become a part of my actual vocabulary thanks to that stupid meme. And people just think I'm very inept when it comes to my grammar, which is true to it. Heard some gaming news that caught my attention. Suda51 wants to bring No More Heroes 1 and 2 to Switch. I've heard very good things about No More Heroes 1 and 2, and I would certainly love the opportunity to get to play them on Switch. Mainly because it would be HD, because the Wii doesn't exactly have the best image quality. I'll be honest. Playing this strategically, going from left to right, except for the one that I didn't do left to right. That one. Sonic 1 minus Labyrinth Zone. I'm going to have something to say about that boss. It has some very easy bosses. I have some things to say about Labyrinth Zone, trust me. And they're not nice things either, just to put it out there. Okay, refresh. One scene in the game is funny because it goes so fast they say the content would up the rating. It's just moments like that I've heard make those games, which is why I should probably want to try them out. Because I mean, it was a pretty violent game, to be fair. I also want Mad World on Switch. Mad World on Switch would be excellent. Because Mad World is just really limited. Because it's not exactly the best looking game. I mean, it's all in black and white, but it would look brilliant on Switch, very stylistic. Whereas the Wii version just looks limited. At least they give me a shield early on. I'm hoping I can find a way to keep the shield. It might not be possible, but I'm hoping I can do it anyway. Mad World would be brilliant along Vanity Reigns. I agree. I think if I had to choose out of the two which one I'd prefer on Switch, I think I'd prefer Mad World, but well, there goes there goes the shield. I think I'd prefer Mad World over Vanity Reigns, but they're both excellent games. Anarchy Reigns is a bit more fleshed out, but I still like Mad World. The combat feels quite a bit more satisfying, in my opinion. Whereas, you know, being fleshed out certainly helps Anarchy Reigns in a lot of ways. One of my favourite tracks in Sonic 1. Sonic 1 has a lot of great tracks, to be honest. I got a bit of an unpopular opinion. I prefer Sonic 1 and 2 soundtrack over Sonic 3's. I just love the Japanese styling to this one, whereas Sonic 3 Knuckles very much has US roots, and it shows. Okay, we've managed to actually keep the ring so far. Let's keep it that way, as opposed to another way. Avoided the spikes like a boss. Don't hit those springs. Instead, hit that bubble. Oh no, wait, I do want to hit the springs because I need to go and get this. Oh, I always forget. Keep rings mode. Not currently on keep rings mode. I'm just on normal mode. But that would, yeah, probably help, to be honest. I do admit. But hey, what's up, Kite Star? How are you doing today? That made me feel for my life. Feel? It sounded like I said feel. I said fear. Checkpoint. I don't want checkpoint. I want to be at the end of the stage. I want a bubble as well. Bubbles are cool. Whoa, okay, that was a spicy bit of slowdown. I got a bit too close to the comfort for me. Ah! I got a bit too close for comfort as well. I'll read your message in a sec, Jamie. Do you know what? I just really want those emeralds that badly. Don't believe in people to themselves? Fair enough. Oh, it just shows that I suck. Oh. No, it doesn't, Jamie. It shows that I have excellent taste. Okay, don't go too gung-ho into that section. Don't go too gung-ho into that section. Why am I so bad at games? It was all going so well for a while as well. Okay, sure. They should have been hit there multiple times, but I got away with it. Right. Okay, just play it safe now. Don't try and run into them. The water rising was the main culprit there. I'm gonna save one for Starlight. Screw it, because I don't want to have to do this for another stage. So we're gonna do the final one there. But I've come this far. I've come this far with the rings, so may as well end it off with the rings. Yeah, the water rising makes me panic because then that means I'm going to slow down, which makes me think I'm going to run into the enemies, which then means I do run into the enemies because I'm trying not to run into the enemies. you see the pattern here? There we go. Nice. And back we go. To the 5th special stage. I don't know anything about this one either, so this will be interesting. Most of them actually have been way easier than I thought they would be, honestly, because... well, you'd expect a bit more challenge this late into the special stage game, but nope. This way seems to be the way. I do know the way, in fact. I don't really like these special stages that much, but I can at least say they're better than Sonic 4 Episode 1 special stages. Like they took everything that worked with these ones, which, to be fair, wasn't really that much, and span it on its head. Spun it on its head. Please, get out of here now! Yeah, the twist itself is a good idea, it just doesn't really control that well, or well at all, not that well. Which, yeah, come on, we got this. I believe. Right there. Nice. First try as well. That's 5 6 emeralds unless they surprise us and bring back the 7th emerald. Surprise! Ugh. Blue Sphere is going to be your favourite overall? Yeah, my favourite overall as well. I do like the half pipes when they're done well, but they don't really do the half pipes well that often. Don't need to save state because I'm just going to play the damn level. And then Starlight will be a different challenge. It'll be much easier. Can you imagine if they actually kept the original level order and kept this as the second stage of the game? How many people would never have beaten, or how many people would never have completed Sonic 1 if that were the case? Because, like, I mean, this is... once you're at this point in the game, you're sort of ready for all the stuff the game throws at you, but when you're in... like, the second zone, like, can you imagine Marble being as difficult as this can be? It wouldn't be fun. Like, this isn't too difficult, but it's probably the most difficult stage in the game. Scrap Brain has, or even Scrap Brain 3 has nothing on this zone. And Scrap Brain 3 is the exact same concept, except you can skip half of it. I'll read that in a sec, Jamie, when I'm above water, which should have been very soon, but it wasn't. When Sonic 2 comes, am I going to be getting all the emeralds before the end of Emerald Hill? No. Because I don't know how to do that in the slightest. I could train to do that, but I've never even gotten all the emeralds in Sonic 1 anyway, let alone got them all before the end of Emerald Hill 2. So, no, I'll just be getting them at my own pace. Which hopefully should be relatively quickly if I count my cards correctly. Count my cards. Like I'm not doing right now. That's been really messing me up, the fact I can't spin dash through monitors. Because I should be able to do that. You can do that in every other game, but you can't do that here for some reason. That's been really screwing me over. I don't know, if they decide to patch this, that's really something they need to patch. I mean, come on. I keep forgetting I have a spin dash and that it breaks this stage completely. What a rookie mistake. And what a slowdown as well. I get the feeling it's using original Mega Drive clock speed in the emulator and not using like new and improved clock speed like a lot of ports do. Because a lot of ports, what they do is they boost the... So like, the emulator has a set clock speed that, damn it, that's meant to replicate like the Mega Drive. Most collections, what they do is they just up that clock speed so there's no slowdown, even though it's not authentic to the console. This for some reason doesn't do that. If there's a Knuckles mode for Sonic 2, which there will be, it'll be easier for Knuckles to keep his rings. That is true. I'm gonna go now because I don't want to risk losing my invincibility. Yep. So I did have a really good chance of getting the emerald here, and then I screwed it all up. So back to playing this game normally I go until Starlight. That was not a good time to get an air bubble game. You could have picked any other time where the spiky ball wasn't coming, but you didn't. I think this is the end now. I also remember dying in that frame before your invincibility, but spike ball and chain. Yeah, that's not the best location. Stuck between the two SEGA Ages games currently available. I think it entirely depends on you. Are you a platformer fan, or are you a shmup fan, or are you looking for something new, or are you looking for Sonic 1? Which one do you own? Which one do you not own? Looking for something new? Looking for something old with new features? If it's the case of you're looking for Sonic 1, or you're looking for a game you've already played with some new features, then probably Sonic 1 will be the better choice of the two. But if you like the gameplay style, there's a lot to go for Thunder Force, especially if you haven't played it before. I'd recommend it, but if you've played it all, you already know what Thunder Force is about. Got Thunder Force as well, and I've only got about 5 minutes into it, and it seems cool, but yeah, focusing on this game for this moment. Thunder Force I should hopefully be streaming next Thursday, so keep your eyes peeled for that one. Because I did want to stream both today, but Sonic 1, once I get all the extra stuff out of the way, it's gonna be a bit of a marathon. So yeah, save one till later. How did that not break the enemies? Just want to get Lightning Force because you know how much the name annoys Veritex. I think we sent that to him and he didn't respond to it, so I assume, even though he's not a Switch fan, I assume he's probably very grumpy about the fact that it's called Lightning Force in America again. Because they called it Thunder Force everywhere else in all the other regions, so I assume they would just try and keep it stock and call it Thunder Force everywhere, but they didn't. I'm going to run out of air, no I'm not. This stage I'm gonna honestly, just to avoid nonsense, I'm gonna save state the Labyrinth boss. And also gonna get another air bubble, because I don't want to risk losing out as such. So, since I asked it earlier on when you guys weren't in the chat, or people lurking one about what is everyone's most anticipated titles for the SEGA Ages service based on what's currently been announced. Also bear in mind there's actually some announcements coming tomorrow, so tomorrow around 7 AM BST, so keep your eyes out if you're looking forward to some more releases. Maybe they might announce some cool stuff. Sonic 3 being announced would be cool, but I don't feel like it would happen. Also save state. Because it's Labyrinth boss and I hate Labyrinth boss a lot, actually. Jamie remembers this because you were here for the last time I played Sonic 1, which was my my Sonic 1 Man relay stream. And you remember my experience with this boss dying after I'd hit the capsule. That was fun. Not. That was an experience, though, to say the least. And wow, my shield for a while kept me company, but it was not enough. I'm gonna drown. I'm so easily gonna drown. That's not even a question. I don't have enough time to deal with this. Actually, I might, but the issue is that the name was only used in the US. Why should it? Well, no. What I'm saying is, since they called it Thunder Force on the since SEGA Ages refers to it as Thunder Force in the US and EU, I assume they just do the same for the US. Even though the US is even though the US originally had a different name, I assume they would just go for a stock name across all regions, but they didn't, which I was surprised by. I'm surprised to see that Lightning Force made a return. Lightning, not lightning. Damn it, that keeps happening. This is why I save stated, because that and like 2 other jumps are ultra annoying. But thanks game for giving me a shield, and also I just realised how loud that probably was on your end. Because thanks no pop filter, thanks no pass through on my mic, because OBS doesn't do that stuff, unlike my radio software, which actually does do that stuff. Oh, I thought I might have actually been able to do it without touching the water, but no. I'm getting better at that boss, but not good at that boss. I feel like I would enjoy that boss a lot more if I was better at it, but nah. I don't hate the concept of a climbing boss. I hate the concept of a climbing boss with a time limit. That's my issue. Save state. Because I'm going to try and get the final emerald here. I shouldn't even need the save state because it's Starlight. Starlight doesn't exactly have too many tricky parts. I'll go down here. Considering that I can now break through walls, mwahaha. Badnik bounce, even though it's not a badnik, it's a monster bounce. If I can find a shield somewhere, which I think there is a shield pretty early into the stage, I should be good. Nope, got an extra life though, I'll take that. That and a shield protect... Does it really? Shield protects against drowning. Jamie, do you want to confirm this? Because I feel like this isn't something that I've heard about before, and if not, how have I not heard about this the numerous times I've somehow managed to beat Sonic 1? Oh, no, I mean, potentially, you know. But potentially, I mean, you probably do, but I want to get a second opinion, just to make sure that I'm not completely stupid. Shield doesn't protect from drowning? I'm so conflicted now, because I never trust Jamie. But do I trust him on this opinion? No, we don't trust Jamie. I could put it to the test, but that requires science. Oh, sorry. I can't read. Especially when I'm playing games at the same time, if the shield protected from drowning. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I'm sorry for misreading your comment. Oh! This is the moment when I remember that I have a spin dash and a drop dash that still won't let me through. Please, I'm desperate. Yeah, this is oof-worthy, definitely. That is so oof-worthy, that's the thing. But I don't care, because it's almost over. This is the last time I'll have to save states, so don't complain. Oh no, actually no, I know you will complain, but complain away. I'm just saying this is the last time I'll have to do it. If I wasn't going for the emeralds, Labyrinth is the only place I would need to do it, but hey. Actually collecting the emeralds isn't as difficult as getting to the part where you collect the emeralds, which is just logic really, isn't it? I'm so glad Sonic 3 and others made this much easier, because this is not... Well, this is fairly easy in the beginning, it's just not nice. This and Green Hill are two of the tracks that got reworked into Dreams Come True tracks. That is... well, Dreams Come False, no, it's obviously Dreams Come True. I love this track a lot, but I prefer the 50Hz version if I'm honest, which a lot of people think is sacrilegious, but I don't care, because the slower beat actually makes this sound quite a bit better, in my opinion. Okay, now to focus on rings again. Rings, beautiful rings, nom nom nom. Is Time Attack really locked to Green Hill 1? I'm not too sure. It might not be, but I'm hearing reports that it is. Shut up, Jamie. You're European, you should like 50Hz somewhat. I don't really like it actually that much either. But, hey, you're European, damn it, have some pride. Actually, I can't really say that in a few months, can I? Never mind. Like, blame compilations, I will. How did I do that last time? Is what I want to know, because I somehow got down there before. I'm really gonna have to do this again. Again? I hope I don't. No! Fuck's sake, not again. You know what? I'm gonna de-stress. I'm gonna read the manual. There we go. That's manual reading done. That made me feel so much better. I don't know how they missed that as well. Like, surely someone on QA found out Hey, there's no manual for either of the games. Should we fix it? Nah, just leave it as it is. Should we fix it before it comes out in Europe and America? Nah, just leave it. Because my initial theory about it was that it was because I owned the Japanese version of Sonic 1. I assumed that it was trying to access, like the English version of the manual, which wasn't on the game, or wasn't in the game files. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. It's trying to access a manual that isn't there, so the test page makes sense. But then in the English version, when it's using the English language, it also can't access it. So my theory got debunked very quickly. Long story short, M2 forgot to put in the manual. RIP. Would you actually believe it when I said that I'm better at the other classic games? Mainly Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I'm getting better at Sonic 2 actually as well, to be fair. Sonic 1, it's a good game, not really my cup of tea. So which is why I'm a bit more excited for Sonic 2 to come out, but at the same time you can't have a collection without Sonic 1. Everyone says, I'm buying my 26th copy of Sonic 1. I won't force you to buy the other copies. But, yeah, just sure, it exists. It's a thing. Okay, I can get up to 40. 40. It still really irritates me how I can't spin dash through boxes, so I'm going to have to roll through boxes instead. Seriously, like, how can I not spin dash through boxes? Yes! Scraped for the 50 rings. But I got the 50 rings, didn't I? Well, that was embarrassing. One thing about the Pokemon controller, it has no home button, so I have to detach one of my Joy-Cons and use that to access the home menu, because it just doesn't have a home button. And like pressing a combination of buttons doesn't actually do it either. Wow, is this really it? But I feel like there's got to be something else. Like if I fall down, I immediately die or something. Surely. We've come so far. I can't allow death now. Which is why I shall not allow death, and I shall get the 6th Chaos Emerald. Cool. There's only oh, I need the other Joy-Con. Quick. Nice. So there we go. We got all the Chaos Emeralds. Now let's see if we got anything. We probably didn't. If you look at the signpost the next time, one of Sonic's fingers looks yellow. Huh. Okay then. I don't know what causes that. Probably palette limitations, I'd imagine. And they just go, yeah, Sonic's fingers. It's not that important. We'll just replace it. But you can never replace any part of Sonic because that would just be weird. I reckon there's not super, but let's try and get 50 rings anyway, which is proving quite difficult. Okay, there's just nothing here. Am I launching myself with this one? Yeah, it seems that way. Ugh. Did one of them just despawn? Because I swear I remember there being another one. Rings... Nope. End of the stage. That's a glitch. I assumed it was, because I was thinking, I don't think I can cross this, funnily enough. Right, I'm actually going to try my hardest this time to get 50 rings, so I'm going to be on my best behaviour. If I can bait him over here, then I can get those rings. Nice. But that's pointless, I only got about 2 of them. At least I've activated those now, so they shouldn't hit me. Yes, I was correct. Nice. I didn't know if I was going to get up there with that fling or not, and I would have to try again, but I did. Oh. Okay, we got an invincibility. We can do this, I think. No, I can't. That's way too many of them for my liking. It'll have to wait until Scrap Brain 1, and I don't think it's going to happen there either. So it was nice attempting to get 50 rings while I could. Cool. I didn't even know that was there. Yeah, we're pretty much at the end now. Oh right, my Xbox is still on, of course, because its hard drive is making clicking. No, it's definitely not what I meant to say. Clicking noises at me. Please stop doing that, Xbox. Like I've given my time up right now playing Hover to be playing Sonic 1 for the 17 gazillionth time on Twitch, so you should feel honoured that I would do such a thing. No, you moved too far away. Boy. Yes. This boss is quite fun, to be honest. Like, the concept of it is cool. Didn't know that was there. It's been there since 1991. Shut up, Jamie. Oh, no. Act 3 done. One more zone to go, and then it's over. Scrap Brain. Love Scrap Brain. Aside from Act 3's okay. I just prefer Act 1 and 2 greatly. They're awesome final they're awesome final acts in my opinion. Oh, yes, Dean on Bayonetta 2. Not as good as Bayonetta 1. Hot take, but it's a good game nonetheless. That is actually a pretty hot take because most people prefer Bayonetta 2. Story isn't as good. It wasn't as fresh as the first one was, because I mean the first one was so different for an action game. Then Bayonetta 2 came along like, hey, we got better graphics and we got better controls, but it's Bayonetta, just different story, different setting. Whoa, that was a bit too close for comfort. Screw you. I know it's less. No, it's less in 3 years, but I wonder if they'll do something for the 30th anniversary. I imagine they'll do something. I don't really know what, but they'll do something. Like they'll do an anniversary title again. But what that anniversary title is a different question. Collecting these rings is too risky, but I'm still, for some reason, doing it anyway. Not Labyrinth. Scrap Brain. Scrap Brain's music is so catchy. Oh, Sonic 1 and 2 soundtrack. It's better than Sonic 3. You know it to be true, Jamie. Yes! Nice. Literally does nothing. I'm so glad I wasted the time going for those rings. I don't know, I think the good ending will unlock some options, but I don't know what options. No, Super, it was so worth complaining that I couldn't get rings for 3 acts just to find out he's not even there. Maybe he's an option in the menu. I don't have much hope. I didn't even have much hope for getting him there in the first place, but here it is with my bated breath. Scrap Brain Act 2. We're going indoors this time. It's got a bit chilly outside because it's night time. Love the demo music for Scrap Brain. Oh yeah, demo music for Scrap Brain is awesome. Drop dash seems broken on these. Well, no more broken than I guess it was to build up speed on them in the first place, but instant speed. How did I take damage there? I destroyed it before I jumped into the end of the spike. Spin dash is broken. Pass it on. Spin dash and drop dash are broken. Look at that. Look at that. Just straight up balling. Can we not die though? That'd be better. Any dash is broken. In Sonic 1, yes. Because Sonic 1 is clearly not programmed for it. It's a game that was built at a time when that a move giving you instant speed did not exist, so the level design doesn't compensate for it in the slightest. It didn't kill me the first time, so I assumed it wouldn't kill me the second time. Back we go. Nice fling. Good fling. No. The upper route would probably been much quicker, but I ain't about that upper route life. I'm about that bottom route. No, I'm not. Because that happens when you go on the bottom route. I'm not salty about it, I swear. Nice, slow down. So I didn't quite catch what I was saying. Twitch pooped out on you. I don't entirely remember what I was saying either. Oh, about the time attack. It may be, but I'm not too sure on that because I tested the time attack before I ended up playing the rest of the game, so don't quote me on that. Maybe once I get back to the menu after beating the game, it'll give me options for all of them, but I'm not too sure at this moment in time. I've seen a lot of people saying that it's exclusively for Green Hill 1. But I'm not too sure if any of them have beaten the game either, so take any advice you're seeing on the internet with a pinch of salt at this moment until I can confirm it for you with my completionist ending. Uh-oh. No, okay, we're good. Because I can just cheese these rings now. That was quite a close call. That was pretty close as well. That's it. Just run to victory. Now Scrap Brain 3 complete in about 30 seconds without glitching. Jamie, quickly remind me of the route through Scrap Brain 3 because I've forgotten. Again. I forgot last time I played this game on stream as well. Huh. Could you manipulate this cutscene before? I think you probably could actually, to be fair. Whoop. Right. I could have done it in time, except for the fact that the text on the bottom of my screen covered it up, so I'm going to purposely die here, just so I can take advantage of that. Yeah, like the second you posted the message, a notification came up on my Windows, which blocked the message. So I couldn't see a lick of what you wrote until after the platform had moved. Yes, that was totally what I intended to do. That could be curtains for this run. That was curtains for this run. Run off the edge. Don't do that. That always helps if you don't do that, funnily enough. Okay, can you like not exchange weird fireball saliva, please? You can do that later. Okay, keep to a high route. I assume you mean that, which I will now do. Okay, that platform right there, that's the devil platform. Nice. I'm gonna stay anyway. I won't need it, but hey, I have the opportunity, may as well use it. Because I mean, Sonic 1's final boss is piss easy, and I've said that, and I'm gonna now die. This boss is not a challenge. I guess the only thing challenging about it is predicting which one of these will kill you. Can I not spin dash into him in this port? I maybe assume not. Don't hit him twice on the last hit. It's incredibly difficult anyway, so I know about the overflow glitch, Jimmy. I'm not going to do it. This one seems like the biggest one, so I'm going to avoid death by going onto that one. Well, that was entirely stupid of me. Okay, 2 more hits, I think, if my calculation's correct. I don't actually remember how many times I've hit him now. Wow. Sure. Spin dashing actually makes that part even easier. I'm just so used to doing it like this, thanks to no spin dash, that I'm gonna continue to do it like that. Okay, 2 more hits, yeah. What? Oh well, it gives me a chance to redeem myself now. Not one of my finest moments. Then again, there haven't been many fine moments of this playthrough. It's been a very dirty playthrough, but hey, I've beat the game. So I've almost beat the game, it counts. It's my first time doing it with emeralds as well. Almost did double damage. Oops, don't do that. I think that's 1 more now. Why did you jump? I pressed down an A. Nope, it's 2. Probably 3 now. Yeah. Don't get too overexcited. Why? Stop doing that now. You can stop. Yes, that is what I like. Don't hit him twice. And then I secretly die to Eggman at the end anyway, so... all's well that ends well, I guess. Submitting. Yay, my score was recorded. Woohoo! It wasn't probably a very good score, but it was still recorded. I get to see an ending that is different for 2 whole seconds of it. Yay! Thanks, game. You really made it worth my time getting those emeralds. There we go, that was Sonic 1. That was a painful experience, as playing through Sonic 1 for me always is. It has some issues, it has quite a few issues. It's my least favourite of the classics, but hey, it somewhat holds up, I guess. It's no Sonic 2, 3 or CD. But, yeah, as playthroughs go, that was better than the last one, but it still wasn't good. Who is... No, that's who's... That moment when you hit Eggman at the end and you land with Sonic's balance animation. Programming! Xbox, turn off. I don't even have Kinect, I'm just speaking to my Xbox for some reason. Its hard drive keeps clicking at the most inappropriate moments. I mean, he landed on the end, at the very edge. I see. Once again, thanks programming. After we do this, I'm going to check out the M2 exclusive credits, because there's credits for the port itself. So we'll do that, and then we'll get into some of the bonus modes, and then that'll be it. Relatively short stream, yes, but, well, there's only so much you can do with Sonic 1 after all. Yeah, that's true. Quite a lot of them are fake names, because they either didn't want real credits or they were told not to put real credits. I don't know which one to believe. And it's the first time I've ever seen that. Eggman, very angry because I stole his emeralds. The end. Oh, they were told they couldn't be credited. Huh. Okay then. It's a bit of a weird rule if you ask me, but there we go. That was Sonic 1. So, did that unlock anything? Beating the game just flat out didn't unlock any extra modes. And yeah, that's why you had the cheat code in the Japanese version, because they wanted to be credited for the game. So yeah, Green Hill Zone Act 1 is the only one that has a time attack mode. Very sad. Oh well. Ranking, am I still 14th? Yes, I am. Hey. There's not many people actually on the time attack board, but I'm glad that I could be 14th. Ring keep mode, I actually don't know what ring keep mode is. Let's find out quickly before we go into those credits. I assume it's when you get hit, you keep your rings. Supposedly this mode is from 3D Classics and they ported it back over to SEGA Ages. Yeah, you keep your rings, okay. It seems a bit cheaty, but then again I use save states, so I can't really comment. No, I couldn't play the game like this, honestly. I guess this is Babby's first 2D Sonic game mode. Can my rings go below 10? I assume not, considering they didn't go below 10 before. Yeah, that's that. I don't need to go into the special stage, so I won't go into the special stage. So, that in mind, let's go to the staff credits for this version of the game. They were at 11, yeah, but surely if I got hit they would go to below 10, which they didn't. They were at 11, yes. But that doesn't mean anything. I assume they could go below 10. If you got hit, you would still keep your rings if you were below 10. Oh, this background's cool. This looks like fresh out of Sonic Mania. Tatsuya Mizuguchi, what a hero. Atlas USA, considering they... Oh, Nakamura getting credited due to the license, yep. Atlas getting credited because it's their localization team after all that handles most Sega stuff now, or most Japanese Sega titles nowadays. Also, one thing, for future reference, games will often come out like a day or sometimes even a week earlier in Japan with Sega Ages they've announced. So if you want to get ahead of the curve, import a Japanese eShop code, and then just go ahead and download Sega Ages that way, because it's still all in English. Like, this is the Japanese release, and yeah, I've got all the menus in English. So they include the translation within the files for each version, because that's what Switch really does. Switch language is based on the console setting, not the game setting now. So most games support multiple language. How do you get an import code? There's a few websites that you can go on online. You just search eShop Japanese code. I can't remember the name of the one I used. I will probably send you a link to it if you want it, Jamie. But there's one that's much cheaper than PlayAsia. It's like £7 for a 1,000 yen card, whereas PlayAsia's like £12 for a 1,000 yen card. It's considerably cheaper. Anyway, let's look at the menu again, because the menu makes me laugh. It's not making me laugh. It looks like it's actually loading now. No, it's actually loaded. I can't make the joke about the manual not working because the manual works, and it only started working halfway through the stream. Choose my region. I'm North America, but I can't choose my region because I'm using a D-pad and not a control stick. Game, you proved me wrong. Let's actually read the manual now that it works. Now let's use my Joy-Con since I have them on hand to select. We are in Europe at the moment. That could all come to an end. And I want the manual for Sonic 1. Okay, starting the game. I have, funnily enough, done that, so I don't really need help. Game start, compress X, stage select, that's a thing, but it's not available in the Mega Player version. So, explains what they are. Mega Play is an arcade version of the game with a number of key differences to the console release. These include shorter time limits, fewer zones, no extra lives, based on ring count and score, and no pause function. To begin the game, press X to insert a credit. To enjoy the Mega Play version, set game version to Mega Play in the setting menu. Yeah, it has a general manual, and I assume they'll update it every time a new game comes out. Game controls. I know how to run, I know how to sprint, I know how to look up, I know how to spin jump, I know how to spin dash, I know how to drop dash, I know how to pause, and I know how to open menu. I know how to play the game, I know what rings are, I know what a star post is, I know what a 1-up is. Yeah. Ring chain, that's mainly just a bragging right, because it gets you somewhere on the leaderboard. Yeah, the Mega Play version, I will indeed play that once I've shown off a few other extras. So we have the game screen, all that, result screen, what, yay, items, yay. So you don't actually get 1-ups in the Mega Play version, you get 5,000 points instead. Yeah, so only time attack for Green Hill Zone Act 1. Very weird decision, and I haven't seen a lot of positive reactions to that, so I assume with Sonic 2 they'll probably make it for all stages. That's really weird as well, because the time attack mode in this game is so great, it even includes controller inputs, which is why it's really bizarre as to why you can only do it on one stage. I mean, if it was for every stage, this would be the ultimate version to time attack on, because it gives you the milliseconds, it gives you controller inputs. Yeah, they better indeed. And you get a score attack in the Mega Play version. Nice. And that's all that's there. So, we got starting up, we've had playing the game, have we got legal notices? Yes, we have. That's the Sonic 1 manual. So, now I'm actually going to unplug my Pokemon controller and I'm just going to use the Joy-Cons. Like so. So we've done stuff, we've done the manual, which miraculously worked. Replay, I'm going to show you a replay. I'm going to show you the replay that I did for my 14th place record. to prove to you, or to prove to you, look in the bottom left corner, controller inputs, and they're really accurate as well. Very impressive. Here you can see the drop dash not really being used to its fullest ability because I'm not good at. This is a really slow time attack actually. I'm surprised I haven't beaten this. That's because it's my really slow one. That explains why I didn't think I'd beaten it. This is the... Oh, I have replay data for Final Zone. Okay then. Yeah, that was the first attempt. In fact, that was the first time I actually played the time attack mode, so it makes sense as to why I failed. This is my most recent time attack that I did a few hours before the stream. Oh, that loop jump to increase my speed. Yes, Jamie. That is totally why I did that. But this would be like the ultimate version for speed, or like individual level speed runs, if they included that controller input and they actually had it for every single stage. It's so odd. I don't get why they did that. Rankings. No, I've moved down one. I must reclaim my throne. At some point, not now. Actually, let's do it now, because the next mode up is challenge mode. Okay, so I can't really 6-tap because I'm using my Joy-Cons instead of an actual controller. So you're gonna have to pretend that I did a 6-tap there. So the whole aim of this is do it as quickly as possible. I'm not really succeeding because I'm playing with Joy-Cons. This game, like, I was playing it in handheld mode for quite a bit yesterday. It controls fine in handheld mode, but if you wanted to go for that pro speed run, you better have a pro controller or a Pokken controller handy. Gonna get this when you get your Switch? Fair enough, Jamie. It's a really good port. I'd say so myself. So here's how you retry it. If that wasn't really that good of a time attack, I want to have another go at that. That's how you do it. And now I'm gonna put my Joy-Cons on my desk to attempt to 6-tap, which I did. Hooray! Gonna get both eventually. Good stuff. I've been saying to a lot of people with SEGA Ages, don't just buy Sonic 1. Buy all the games. I know it's quite expensive, but hey, if you want to see more like this in the future, you've got to support everything and not just Sonic. Because if you just support Sonic, Sega are going to be like, oh, people are only buying this because it's Sonic and we're going to release another port of Sonic 1. Instead of what they should be doing, which is, hey, this is selling really well, we should make more enhanced ports and not shitty collections in the future. Mega Drive Classics! $8 USD, that's a pretty good price. It's £6 GP, Great British Pound over here. So, very reasonable all round, actually. Let's see if I can do loop jump. Nope! Let's see if I can do loop jump just to annoy Jamie. Yeah, I didn't do it. I want to see more like this in the future, but I don't know if I want Lightning Force. It seems like a fun game, certainly. Well, the next game is going to be Phantasy Star, and I can predict that you'll have somewhat more interest in Phantasy Star than you will in Lightning Force. Yes, partially modded Saturn version, that's what I've heard. It has a lot of stuff from Saturn, and it has quite a bit from original Mega Drive. So if you're a American and you had it as Lightning Force, you never got any of the Saturn enhancements, so hey, it's all new to a lot of people. I'm gonna do this once more. Oh no, this is gonna be the last one. 25:52. That would be a really good time if I was playing normal Sonic 1, because 25 seconds is the fastest time you can get in Green Hill on vanilla Sonic 1. That's not the fastest time you can get in the in this version though. 21 seconds seems to be the average record. Okay, so we've only got one more feature left. And yeah, just double checking, we really don't have any more options here. So we've only got one more feature left, and that is the Mega Play version and the score attack mode. So Alex Kidd I think is maybe October, if not November. Yeah, you did it again, Jamie. How inconsiderate of you. So this version you're on a time limit, you've only got one life. Better be as quick as possible, or otherwise it's all going down the drain like it currently is right now. But yeah, Fantasy Zone. Fantasy Zone, Fantasy Star is coming out next month. Alex Kidd, possibly November. Gain Ground, maybe November as well. And that's the end of the initial first announced batch. We still got stuff like Space Harrier Outrun, Sonic 2 to come. I'm gonna get a special stage. That was quite close, but I want a special stage because I think it gives you a bit more score. So that will help with the score, certainly. We're not gonna get too far in this mode because, well, it's Mega Play. I'm gonna die in a really stupid way in like Green Hill Act 3, and that'll be the end of Mega Play. Ooh. I haven't seen too many people on the leaderboards for this version, so I might be able to cop a good place until someone who's actually good at the game comes along. Yeah, ignore me. Oh dear. Yeah, I'd love a Fantasy Zone 2 port as well, because Fantasy Zone 2 is, especially the System 16 remake, is awesome. Fantasy Zone 1 is my jam as well, even if I'm not good at it. What's going to be added to it, and is it similar to the 3D version? It's going to contain new music, remixes of music from other Outrun games, which what I assume that means is like Mega Drive style, or I can't remember what board Outrun runs on, but Outrun 1 styled tracks are probably Outrun 2 tracks, so get ready for Night Flight in a chiptune sort of way. And then there's also widescreen, and I think there might be a new stage potentially. That's what's come with Outrun and Space Harrier widescreen, and probably some score attack stuff as well. But that's all to come. But this is now, and this has been the SEGA Ages version of Sonic 1. I love that intro. That riff, so good. Come out here, and as you can see, Thunder Force. That's for another day, however, because there's other stuff to do tonight. So I'm going to thank you to everyone who tuned into Sonic 1 today. And I'm going to come on over to our ending screen, because that's the only thing left that I can possibly do. So, where is it? Here it is. A big thank you to everyone who came on out to the stream today. I've been pushing SEGA Ages pretty hard on the radio stream and on Twitter and on all those other places. That yeah, I've been pushing this version of Sonic 1 and this version of Thunder Force and all the other games coming to the service pretty hard, because Sega hasn't done too much promotion in the West themselves. They've done more promotion for that shitty Mega Drive collection instead. But this is truly a great port. I'd highly recommend you pick up a Japanese eShop code, or for future titles if you want to get them early, or if not, be a bit patient and wait for the European or US releases. So yeah, very good port. I would highly recommend this version of Sonic 1, but as for Thunder Force, I'm going to have to tell you another day, because I haven't got too far in that one yet. It's time for me to go and play Hover, I'm going to be honest. I've had Hover for 2 days now, and I have not touched it once. I opened the game and then closed it because I bought Sonic 1, so it's finally time to actually play Hover. It's going to be a good game, I'm going to enjoy it. Hover, as in Hover Revolt of Gamers, the Jet Set Radio-like indie game. And it's the one on Switch, yeah, it's also on Xbox One, which is what I have it on, and on PS4. But yes, I've been TheGreenViper8, you've been awesome, thank you so much for listening. Be sure to check out our community, be sure to check out radiosega.net and radiose.j/Discord, where you can keep up with Radio Sega. Tune in tomorrow at 7 PM GMT for our first live show of the week, which will be Topical Resort with me, and we're going to be playing a Mega Mix, which I haven't done in over a year now, a Mega Mix, which is when I play... I'm going to play some summery and autumn tracks to end off the summer season. So be sure to join me for that. Be sure to join Recti at 9 PM for Sega Mix Drive, playing you the best Sega remixes. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, give us a follow here on Twitch, or follow us on over to our radio stream, because we are an actual radio station. That's been it for me. I've been TheGreenViper8. You can follow me on Twitter if you want to keep up with my antics at TheGreenViper8, or you can follow me on my own Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/TheGreenViper8. Thank you to both Kitestar and Jamie, and also the King who was here earlier, for keeping me company. Next time I stream will be next Thursday with Thunder Force, and we're going to be doing some more community streams at some point. I promised you at the end of a marathon I did on my own channel, the Smash One Man Melee, that I would be getting hyped for Team Sonic Racing, which means playing all of the Sega Superstars games. So be sure to catch me for that next month and throughout the month of November as well. That's next month and this is now. So thank you to everyone who's tuned in. I've been TheGreenViper8, you all have been awesome. This is the menu theme to the Saturn Bootleg Sampler Volume 2. And enjoy the rest of it, and I'll catch you all another night. Peace, people.